Theophilus of Antioch writes at the end of the 2nd century, he says something hysterical. I could not resist reading this to you. He says, God made all things out of nothing. That's not hysterical, that's awesome. For nothing was coeval with God, but he being his own place and wanting nothing and existing before the ages, willed to make man by whom he might be known. For him, therefore, he prepared the world. For he that is created is also needy, but he that is uncreated stands in need of nothing. God then, this is the part that I think is funny, God then, having his own word internal within his own bowels, begat him, emitting him along with his own wisdom before all things. The word, very nicely translated, emitting, is actually the word for vomit. So this is the picture that Theophilus gives, is that you have this one supreme God who in himself internally has his own word and then vomits his word out, and that becomes an independent being. He had his word as a helper in the things that were created by him, and by him he made all things. He is called the governing principle because he rules and is Lord of all things fashioned by him. He then, being Spirit of God. So now, again, we're getting confused, right? So we had the Word, and now we're saying the Word, it just is the Spirit of God. And governing principle and wisdom and power of the highest came down upon the prophets through whom he spoke of the creation of the world and of all other things. So Theophilus is seeing God's internal word become external, and at that point it becomes a living being through whom God creates. And that's kind of the gist of a lot of these other guys. They write very similarly to Theophilus of Antioch. Incidentally, he's the first one to use the word Trinity ever in Greek. And by Trinity, he means God, his word, and his wisdom. So there's no Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. God is one member of three: God, his word, and his wisdom. So Trinity didn't originally mean Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, one God.